Hello, I'm BOODFM and welcome to my channel. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're brand new, hopefully by the end of the video you'll be a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, as always, thanks for watching another one of my videos and welcome to Making Finland Awesome. Now this is it the 5th video in my awesome series? I've done Scotland, Australia, America and China, and now Finland. There's a couple of reasons why I've chose Finland. I wanted to do something Scandinavia based. Big fan of Scandinavia. Plan on going there quite soon, in a couple of years really, taking my little boy to Lapland. My wife's been to Norway and Denmark and she loved it. And it's a place I want to visit. All of it if I can one day. So I wanted to do something Scandinavia based. But you know, when you think of Scandinavia, you look at teams like Norway, Sweden and Denmark, and they've got great history. You know, they go to World Cups and so on. When you think of Finland, they're probably not the best country in Scandinavia, so I wanted to give Finland a leg up the ladder. Also, I've got a great mate called Willie who's from Finland, so I wanted to do this for him as well. But I'm going to do it a bit differently now. Everything's going to be the same as with the other awesome videos. We're going to be upping the youth rating, so hopefully make better regens. We've got to improve the Finnish football system, as in better money, better facilities. So hopefully they start to create better regens. Hopefully what we want to do is make the Finnish league good, the best in Scandinavia, and up there in Europe, the Finnish Cup. But we also want to make sure they make great regens and improve the country as a whole, the national team. We want the national team to do well. All my other videos of trying to get the countries from wherever they are in the rankings to the top 10, and I've failed to do that. So with this one, we're going to try something different. Now they always say, whoever you have set to bring in your youth players for your youth intake, you know, the better they are, the better players you're going to get. I'm not 100% sure that's true, but to see, we've given every club in Finland a top class head of youth, so he should be, if he's great, he should be bringing in great regens. And with all the other videos, we've jumped 10 years into the future to 2028, and I always say, oh, if you want to download the file, this team's on the brink of something special. You've got this team of regens for China who could probably win a World Cup, but we never see if they can win a World Cup. So we've actually got 12 years into the future, to the year 2030, and we're going to see how Finland do in a World Cup. Did they get to the World Cup? If they have got all these great regens, how well did it actually do? We're going to find out today. So yeah, thanks for watching. While you're here, why not smash the like button, help support me, the video, the series and the channel. Go and watch all my other content after this, why not? Go on, be a gentleman. But before that, let's just get started with Making Finland Awesome. Well, welcome to a standard normal database here in Finland, and this is the Finland or Finnish national page. The country's got a population of 5.4 million, so it's not huge. It's good size, but it's not huge, is it? They've got a national stadium, the Helsinki Olympic Stadion. 39,000 capacity, not too bad. And they are 63rd in the world. The Finnish Premier League is a 2-star league. The Finnish First Division is a 1.5. I know they have the Finnish Cup as well. You'll see there 6 major clubs over there. I don't know too many of them, but I know is it Helsinki, the top one, HJK. And then I know a couple of their players. So we're going to have a look at Finland now. And then we're going to jump 12 years into the future on this one. Like I said, we're going to have a look at everything we've made, or the changes we've made, have made a big difference. I want to. This time though, we're going to see if they do make a lot of good regens. The other countries have. So I'm expecting Finland to make the same kind of regens, and if they do, this time we're going to a World Cup and we're going to see how well these teams actually do. Kind of generation of quality. Go and do something at a World Cup. But I always like seeing how they improve. It's pretty cool. Who are the rivals of Finland? Sweden, Russia and Norway. No Denmark. Right. I know, I went into the editor as well. I know they speak English is a really high language in Finland, and my friend Willie, he lives in Finland, he's from Finland. He speaks brilliant English. So put us to shame in England because we never learn any languages, do we? Anyway, let's get into it. This is where Finland start in the national rankings. 63rd behind Mali, Cape Verde's, Egypt, Ivory Coast. I mean, some of them are good African teams. You know, they've a good standard. I'd love to get them in the top 10, but I've failed to do that with China and America. So I'm not expecting top 10. I think we should aim for top 20. Be good. hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm just super excited this time because we're going that little bit extra once a World Cup. Because every time I say to you, don't I, if you watched all the other episodes, you know, this is a great team. If you take this save file and have a go of it, and go into the international management part of it, could win a World Cup with this. Could have some fun. At the start of the game, then managed by Markku Kanerva. If I butcher any Finland names, I'm very sorry. 53-year-old, he's Finnish. Played for the country 59 times, scored 1 goal. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's been assistant manager, caretaker manager, assistant manager, caretaker manager, under 21s manager. So fair play for Finland. About time he got the big job. Let's have a look at some of their top players. And their best player, apparently, is Roman Eremenko. 30-year-old Finnish guy. Can play everywhere but centre-half and in net. Look at him for a brilliant player. Plays for Spartak Moscow. He's played for another Moscow team. Played for Ruben. Dynamo Kiev. So he's had a lot of time in Russia, but he's a really, really good all-round player. Next on the top 6 players is a guy called Teemu Pukki. Actually plays in England, plays in Norwich, for Norwich, 66 caps, 27 years old, striker. He's not bad, he's good, but we want some bloody awesome players, don't we? We want awesome regens. Next player we're going to look at looks really good, I think. I think he looks like a pretty decent player. It's 31-year-old, Parim Hetzim. What the hell? And I bet I'm butchering these. I bet they've got... I imagine it's like Welsh. Do you know Welsh? Where they use letters, but they don't sound anything like English sounds. Totally different. Imagine it's like that. But he's a central midfielder and he's pretty good. Decent passing, great mentals, decent physicals. He's 31, but he's a good player. I'm just going to look at one more. Do 4 players, won't we? And it's called Sally Vasainen. He's a centre-half. Very handy. A lot of these players are very versatile, aren't they? In Finland, I think you must have to learn 5 positions at a minimum when you're a kid learning how to play football. This is the Finnish Premier League as standard. Now in my Finnish Premier League, I have rebuilt it. So I've just changed a few things. I've changed the dates. What else have I changed? Every team has got commercial income, so they're going to stay rich. Not mega rich, but rich. Enough to maintain their facilities, which are all starting at the top. Because we just want to start pumping out good regens. All the stadiums, and they didn't all have undersoil heating, they have now. They've all got a good head of youth. I've improved the finances in the league, not massively, but it's a lot better than it is originally. Because at the minute, it's the 52nd league in the world, and it should be starting at 52 in the world as well. But hopefully, with all the resources you're going to have, you're going to start climbing up them leagues. It's going to be interesting because I'm imagining they're going to produce great players. There's no rules in place, so they're probably going to sell off a lot of the top-class Finnish players. Bring in foreigners, but I want the league to improve. So when these kids are coming through, they're playing at a good standard before they do get sold on to a Barcelona or a Manchester United. Because this was all about this World Cup, so I'm proper excited. Because all I've done is holidayed, found out the first game for Finland at the World Cup, and I've saved it there. So I'm going to go through it game by game with you. So I have no idea. It's going to be brilliant. Can't wait. Hopefully they don't get knocked out straight away. They've got to get... Well, they got there. They do get there. I've just ruined it for you. They do get to the World Cup. But how well did they do? Let's look at the most successful team. It looks like they've won the most titles recently. And is it Helsinki? I can never say that. You could not pay me. If you offered me £1 million, I'd get it wrong. Jalkapal Okikalubi. What the is that? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I think it's Helsinki. Is it? I think it is. That's what we call them. Yeah, only playing a 10,000 seater stadium. I've given on mine. They've all got at least a 20,000 to 25,000 seater stadium as well. So I've just improved the facilities a bit more, just a bit better. Might be more attractive for players to come to Finland. Well, their best player is not a bad player, but I expect better than this. But he's not bad, to be fair. He's 31-year-old. He's from Ghana. Anthony Annan. Their hot prospect is Finnish. He's 21. Sebastian Dahlstrom. He looks about 38. He looks older than me. And this is the manager of their big club. It is Mika. Yeah, Mika. I'll go for that. 47-year-old. Played for Finland 18 times. And he's pretty decent, really. But it'd be interesting to see, did he go down the famous manager route? Can we improve him that much that we get Carlo Ancelotti is the manager. According to the bookies in this first season, PS Chemi Kings, great name, are predicted to be the worst team in the league. So we'll compare these to what happens to them in the future. This is again something I've changed. Some teams in Finland aren't professional, and PS Chemi Kings are not. They're semi-professional, but I have made them professional for the purpose of this experiment. Their best player looks alright, decent all-round players. Argentinian, 32 years old. He's not bad really. Their key players are regen, so they've had some gaps filled out obviously by the computer when they've loaded it up. He's awful. And they're managed by a Scotsman, David Hanna. Wants to be a coach really, he's appalling. He's not good at all, is he? Played for Scotland on under 21 level. And of course they've got the Finnish Cup, which is ranked 66th in the world behind some other cups. Yeah. So yeah, we want to see if it improves. It normally does. The Cup's normally improve. The leagues normally improve over a decade. We're doing 12 years this time, so I'm expecting big improvements. I'm super excited because Finland are quite a small country. The smallest country we've done so far is Scotland. And I'd say they're smaller with weaker football, aren't they? Come on, Finland. Can they do it? Welcome to 2030 and welcome to the brand new Finland, and we nearly did it. Maybe the extra 2 years have helped because on the other experiments we did 10 years. This time we've done 12. But also I'm thinking as my other changes helped. 12th in the world. 2 places of top 10. That's the best, right? But like I said, differently this time, I've given every team a great head of youth. Because I do say, if you have a head of youth or whoever you put in charge of bringing in your youth players for your youth intake on your staff responsibility page, the better they are, apparently that helps towards getting better regens, right? I've never been 100% sure that works, but maybe it has. Has it been the extra 2 years? Or has it been the fact that they've had great head of youth to begin with and created great regens? And you'll see there their top 6 players. 2 played Barcelona, 1 at Liverpool, 1 at Leipzig, 1 at Bayer Leverkusen, and 1 at Roma. So it looks like the top talent's left Finland. But that doesn't mean the Finnish league's bad, because if you look at the Premier League there, it's a 3.5 star. Oh, I'm excited. I'm liking it a lot. So internationally, we've jumped 51 spots. But weirdly, when they were in the 60th ranks, so were Ivory Coast. Over the last 12 years, Ivory Coast have followed them. Not done anything to the Ivory Coast. But they're in 13, so fair play to them. But, you know, they've done well. They're above Norway. Still behind Sweden. Holland are up there as well. The big 6 are the big 6, really, aren't they? Where's Brazil? Oh, they're 3rd here. So, you know, it's the big teams up there. But 12th, I think that's pretty good. Here we are with their current manager, and it is Sergi Barjuan, a 58-year-old Spaniard. Played a lot of times for Spain. And he's good. I think he's a little bit better than the guy they had, the Finnish guy they had originally. But he's good. How's he going to do a World Cup though? The number 1 player in Finland at the moment is Rickard Isakson. 24-year-old, already played 51 times for Finland, defensive midfielder. Currently at Barcelona, worth 63 million. What a player, eh? He ain't bad. Between the sticks, they've got Vesa Manner, 26-year-old, played 84 times for Finland, 26. Wow. Good goalkeeper though. He's had a long career now at Liverpool and he is brilliant. Look at his mentals and his physicals. Next up is another Barcelona man, and it's Daniel Lahiti, 24-year-old, 48 caps for Finland, can play on the right wing, can cover on the left, can even cover up front and in the middle. He's quick. Could be a bit better, but you know, he plays for Barcelona, so. Next up on the list is Teemu Korhonen, 22-year-old, so he's still got time to improve. Actually plays for Man City, so he must be decent. 22 years old, like I said, left back. Decent all-round left back. Like I said, needs to improve a bit. Over on the right-hand side, though, we've got Jukka-Pekka Mantiainen. That's what I'm going with. 27-year-old, 92 caps for Finland. Wow, plays for Real Madrid. Big long career at Hertha Berlin. But he's now at Real Madrid and he's pretty good. Last player we're going to look at is where most of the goals come from. It's Tuka Aleko. Wow, 25-year-old. Only played 13 times for Finland. He's not amazing, but he scores goals a lot for Finland. On to the Finnish Premier League, and the league is now the 8th best league in the world. Wow. Is it 44 spots it's jumped? In 12 years, that's brilliant. So, even though it looks like a lot of the best players in Finland who played for Finland are not in Finland, they must have been bringing talent in with them facilities and them money. I can't wait to see what they brought in. But to rise that high, just shows you that once you start getting money into a country and you start getting better players, what you can do. I mean, that's brilliant. Here we are on the history of the league, and you'll see here, this is where we came in. I think it's pretty much been HJK, apart from these two nicking one. And then when we started, they carried on that trend. FC Inter have come into it. Is it KUPS? Honka? What a name. But the current champions are HJK. But at least it's become a bit more competitive. So let's have a look at their number one team. We looked at them earlier, and they're now the current champions. They've got their title back for the first time in a while, I think. And yeah, the stadium's improved. They've got Patrick Vieira as the manager. Pretty good. I've seen him in multiple experiments now, or different Into the Future videos, and he looks like he's definitely one of the best young managers that becomes a great manager on the game. He always gets good attributes, and look at them, eh? He is an improvement. He looks pretty decent. The best player is cracking as well as a regen. He's not Finnish, he's French, but I think he's really good, to be fair. Shows you hopefully that, the standard's really good in this country. And the hot prospect is Finnish. He's 18 and I like him. Winger, I mean, I'd get him training so he's a full-on attacking right winger. He's got pace, he's got a bit about him. He's got, 5-6 years of improving you could do to him. Over to PS Chemif. Remember, they were the worst team in that first year. Well, they're still in the Premier League. Maybe they look like they might have been relegated a few times. I'm not sure. But they're definitely there right now. And they're still rich as well. Let's have a look at him. This is their manager. I think he looks alright. He's Finnish and he's 40. So I'm getting, is he a player maybe? Or just a young coach? Good player, wasn't he? Yeah, player. So fair play to him. Never played for his country though, but he's turned into a decent manager. Their best player is a real player. He is Finnish. He's 31. Don't get in the team anymore. Played 9 times, but he's probably been pushed out by other regions. But he's alright, isn't he? I mean, looking at that other striker, I'd have probably took him. Definitely would have took him to the World Cup. And there's their regen hot prospect, 17-year-old Finnish lad, R2 Bergman. Definite improvement on what they had last time. He's a winger, but you can see that he could become a great winger. I think he could, just from looking at his key attributes. So that's a great thing, because that last one was crap. Here we are on the manager list. Let's have a look if we can notice any big names. Obviously, we've got Vieira, we've got Paulo Fonseca at Honka. He looks good, doesn't he? What the hell? Joseph Hart, he was a good player back in the day. He's pretty decent, so that's 3 top managers there. He's a good manager, isn't he? Yeah, wow. So the level of management. Roberto Mancini's here at VPS. Wow, the management level's massively risen, hasn't it? That's really, really good. I'm really impressed. Paulo Sousa as well. Oh, that's great. That's quality. Let's have a look though with these top managers and decent players as well, and rise in the league's reputation. Have they ever won anything in Europe on the club level? So we're here with the Europa League, and I'd say no. Nope. No one's ever got to the final, which is disappointing. But what about the Champions League? This is the Champions League, and I don't think anyone's ever got to the final here, which is a bit disappointing. But do you know what's not disappointing as a Manchester United fan? That we're the current champions, and we beat Liverpool in the final, who also lost the final last year. But then if you look at 2024-25, we lost the final to Man City, and we lost one to Real Madrid. So at least we won it, and we won it against our main rivals, Liverpool. Over to the Cup, and it has risen 55 places. That is brilliant. It's now a 3-star Cup. It's better than the Polish, the Greek, the Dutch, the Norwegian, the Turkish, the Romanian. The list goes on. That is ace. And like I always say, save file will be down below. I'm going to be putting in the 2028 save file if you want to do like the other ones, jump in 10 years. Or I'm going to put this one in as well, which is day 1, game 1 of the World Cup. So they started off in Group H with 2 other teams. The first team they played was South Korea, who they easily beat 3-0 in a game they dominated. Game 2 in Group H was against Guinea-Bissau. New Guinea or Guinea? I'm not sure. I don't know if the game's changed that name or they've changed the name or something. I'm not familiar with them, but they got a man sent off. But it didn't matter. Finland dominated. won 2-0. Then it was into the second round. They topped the group, which is brilliant, and they drew Russia, who were a decent team. But in a game that's quite even, to be fair, stat-wise, they won it 3-0. So that's 3 games, 3 clean sheets. They're looking pretty strong. Into the third round, and they drew Paraguay and beat them 1-0. So that's another clean sheet. Another game that they look like they dominated the possession in that game. I mean, that is awesome. It's like, have they got a brick wall? It's that goalkeeper. Look at him. Man of the match goalkeeper. Can't get nothing past him. On to the quarterfinals, and they drew one of their rivals, Sweden, a team that used to be a lot better than them. Now isn't. They only beat them 1-0. But they have way more chances, more than twice as many, have more of the ball. Their main striker scored a goal. Their keeper got man of the match again. And that's, I can't believe it, another clean sheet. Well, can you believe it, eh? Into the semi-final against Holland. You know, they're not Scandinavian, the Dutch, but they're a nearby neighbour-ish powerhouse of that part of Europe. Beating them 2-0. Another clean sheet. Another man of the match for the goalkeeper, by the way. He's a beast. Wow, 2-0. Pretty even game, and to be fair, Holland dominated the ball, but couldn't score. Finland could. They booked themselves a place in the World Cup final. A World Cup final where they were going to play one of the world's mightiest teams, Spain. In the San Siro. Could they do it? No one could score against them. Surely that World Cup was Finland's. No! No! They got beaten in the World Cup final, 2-0. The goalkeeper, who's been absolutely amazing, saved his worst game for the World Cup final. Well done, mate. I mean, he's a brilliant goalkeeper. How many man of the matches did he get? He's probably the player of the tournament, to be fair. And as a proper bad game. I'm gutted. Well, I thought they were going to do it. But it does show you, doesn't it? You improve the facilities, you improve your youth rate, and you have this generation come through. You can do things with them. I just wish we'd finished it off with a World Cup win. Well, that is the end of making Finland awesome. I can't believe not only did we nearly get him in the top 10, but we actually nearly won a World Cup. World Cup final. That's brilliant, that. Well done, Finland. Really enjoyed that one. I know they're a bit daft, these. Just a bit of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed it enough, though, to smash the like button. And if you are new, feel free to subscribe. Go and check out the others in the series. Go and check out my Denton Villa series. I love that series. Hopefully you will too. It gets better and better and better. I promise you. Also, go and check out my Journeyman series, which is a weekly episode where I run you through my week's season of playing it. I love that series. So much fun. It's really good at the minute too. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like I said, I'll put 2028 down there. I'll put the start of the World Cup down there as well, so you can have a go at that World Cup yourself if you want. With that amazing defence. Hey? Not letting a goal into the World Cup final. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, there we go. That is the end of making Finland awesome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch me. You've been brilliant. I've been Bood. I'll see you next time.